Welcome to another video by Darren Spiker of Treasure Life Family Farms. Last time we changed the spark plugs in this, it's an F150, a 2013. It's got the 3.5 liter Ecoboost engine in it. An engine that so far I'm plenty happy with. Hopefully it has another many years and many thousands of miles in it. Today we want to drain the coolant, antifreeze, and then we'll just replace it. We're not doing anything really too fancy as far as flushing it or putting in a different chemical to rinse out the minerals or anything weird. We're just going to drain it and we're going to fill it back up. So we'll see how we do with that. I've done a little bit of research on it, and I'm expecting that when I get underneath of here, I'm going to be able to hook my little tube up that I've got. Found a piece of this tubing hanging on the wall here in the garage. That's why you never throw anything out. I've got a couple zip ties there in case I need to zip tie that to something when I'm under there to hold it in the spot. But mostly I'm expecting there's a little valve under there, petcock I think they call it, and a place to kind of push that tube on. Hopefully my tube's big enough. I think it's a little small. Open that up and drain it, and hopefully this is a 5-gallon peroxide jug. I also use those for capturing used motor oil, but going to capture the antifreeze that we take out into there, and I've heard that one of the advanced auto parts places near me will take that as a recycle. So then we'll get it back in the original jugs and try to take it to them and see what happens. So let's get started on this thing. Alright, so here's the deal. You want to turn your wheels all the way to the right, so when you crawl under here, you got this big open kind of space in the wheel well. That's where all the action happens around here. And when you do that, you can find that. I'm causing a shadow here with the camera, but let's... that orange thing there, that orange, you turn the orange knob, which is like a petcock valve, and you hook your tube on to that little stub coming under it, and then run it into your jug, and that should be what you need. So that's what we're going to do. We'll get that all hooked up, and then we'll open it up. Alright, so I don't have the right stuff. And so I put a slit in this tube and then jammed it all the way up there. And now we're gonna turn that red valve open. Or I'm not. I have to readjust myself, see if I can do it while I still got the camera going here. Oh wow. I'll go get a pair of pliers or something I can get on that. Alright, so get a little touch with the pliers. And it moved, and then I went to do it with my fingers the next, and I still couldn't move it, so I had to go with the pliers a few times, just a little bit more to break it loose. And now I've got fluid running. Just gotta keep in mind my little split line up there to see if that's all just gonna fall off and get antifreeze all over me or what. Well, it's leaking a little bit. Maybe we'll go about that fast. And right now it seems okay. It's not leaking. I mean, maybe I got a drip here, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. You can see it's kind of going by in the tube. So buy the right size tube. It's bigger than whatever I got. I'll try and look at the label on it as soon as I get done. This is all going through here into my jug. So we'll watch that and kind of wait for it to finish. This Prestone is, we're going to fill it back up with. I can't say I needed to go spend $80 a gallon or whatever they need it for, but Prestone should do the trick. I don't know if that 10 years, 300,000 mile thing is meant to be before you change it again, or if you change it to Prestone on a regular basis, you can get 300,000 out of a little bit of change. But anyways, that's what we're putting in. Alright, so we're done draining here. We got that, which doesn't even seem like a gallon out of this thing. Maybe it's not done draining. But seems like it is. So I'm gonna unhook everything and we'll tighten back up the plug and fill her back up. Then we'll go run it. Alright, so we're gonna tighten that little red valve down. Seems to have done plenty enough with finger tightening for now. Take our hose off of here. Put that back. We'll get our camera kind of wedged in a spot there so we can watch ourselves fill up the antifreeze or spill it all over, whichever happens there. We've already got the seal out of this first jug for us. Let's see if we have any talent. You can see it coming up the side of the tank now, so we're getting closer. Alright, that right there. Put the lid on this and I'll show you what I'm looking at here. So we can see the antifreeze in the tank now. That's good. And I don't know if you can see very well here, but it's just a little above the high mark. So what I'm going to do is we're going to put the cap on. And we're going to go drive it enough to get it hot. And then we're going to check it, fill it back up. Alright, here we go. I don't know if you can see that one or not, but there's our temperature gauge. We're going to try and go at least far enough to get that up to hot. chickens, and it's been a fairly mild winter, so we've been able to keep eggs in the egg stand still, and the chickens are still outside, and it really hasn't been too cold for any of it. We've got the barn ready if we see a cold snap coming. If it was going to be 5 below for a few days, we'd certainly get them inside, but the way things are looking right now, we're going to get through the end of January with highs around 35, whatever. It's 35 right now. And, you know, pretty soon February, March comes, and it's going to be a little bit hard for the below zeros to hit us. Turn down the heater here. We'll go check that level and top it off if we need to. Okay, so we get back. If we look down in there, it's a little below the mark, so we'll add a little bit back to it. But let me show you guys crazy, stupid, and lucky all happening at once. Look at this. I left my phone on there. It went on that whole drive with us. It didn't come off. Didn't lose it. Didn't destroy it. I am feeling so fortunate right now. That was just really dumb. And I won't be setting that there anymore. Alright, so we're going to add just a little bit of antifreeze back to it, go park it, and we're done with this. Thanks for watching.